This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are building around Hydra's growth. I think I'm the only YouTuber who hasn't done much with Hydra's growth. Seems to be a jank favorite for many, and for good reason. Doubling the amount of +1/+1 counters on an enchanted creature each upkeep has the potential to make some giant things. I was asked to build around Hydra's growth in Oathsworn Knight on one of my streams, and I came up with a deck pretty similar to this one. It only has a few cards different from the version that we cranked out on stream, and if you want to check out those streams where I build around viewer ideas or review viewer decks, the streaming schedule is Monday through Thursday, 4 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. So come out anytime. And this coming week, I guarantee there's going to be some spicy streams with Ikoria coming up. In fact, I think I just got that email. I'm allowed to announce that Wednesday will be the Ikoria early release event sponsored by Wizards of the Coast, which I will be participating in. So make plans on Wednesday to come out. I'll be streaming longer than normal hours. And say hi, say hello, and check out the new cards. All right, so Hydra's growth. When building around this, people tend to go pretty hard on a various number of things. The main thing that I wanted to make sure I had was, number one, I wanted to be able to take away their card that was going to blow me out, the removal spell that was going to wreck me. So that's what Agonizing Remorse is for. Number two, I wanted to grow quickly. So Oathsworn Knight, Paluchronos, Voracious Hydra, Stonecoil Serpent all can have a lot of counters, which means that the Hydra's growth will grow quickly. We don't have to wait like 4 or 5 turns. I wanted something hexproof to put the Hydra's growth on if my opponent is playing a lot of removal. So Paradise Druid made the cut. And I wanted a way to win the game if the opponent is going to be a spiky spike and stop my cool Hydra's growth strategy. So Nissa, who wins the game, is in the deck to power up those Stonecoil Serpents and those Voracious Hydras and just make giant monsters which will kill our opponent should they dare stop our sweetness that is Hydra's growth on Oathsworn Knight. So that's the plan. The Great Henge, we have giant creatures. This is kind of the card advantage engine backup. The Shadow Spear hands out the tramples, which the trample and the lifelink might be important. And a whole bunch of land, make sure that we get to play things. I'm playing a brown land that I don't usually play, and that is Karn's Bastion, which lets you use 4 mana and a tap to proliferate and make everything bigger, because almost everything here is a creature that at least that's a creature, has +1/+1 counters. So the Paradise Druid being the only exception, but even the elementals here have counters. So the Bastion can make a whole bunch of your things bigger. I guarantee we're going to have hands where I have like 2 swamps in this Bastion, or 2 forests in this Bastion. And otherwise, the hand is great, and I can't keep it. Just lock it in. Lock it in. All right, this is a fun deck. I might play a few ranked games. I'm at the very bottom of Diamond, thanks to Mono Red, if you watched yesterday's video. So I don't have anything to lose. So we might play a ranked game or two. It depends on how I just want to play some unranked at first and see how it feels. And then we'll dive in. By the way, you guys who have been with me a while, you know I used to play a lot of ranked, then I played a lot of standard events. Now, I'm kind of liking this, do unranked, and then try it in ranked near the end. I'm enjoying it because I think it mirrors the typical learning experience for other people. So if you get a deck, maybe you do 2 or 3 games of unranked to be like, what's this deck here? And if you like it, if it actually feels good, then you go play ranked and see where it goes from there. And I think that mirroring that experience makes sense in a lot of ways. I don't care about my rank. I know I've said this a few times, but people keep commenting about it, so I'm going to keep having to address it. It's not what is deeply important to me. What's really important to me is the variety in the game and trying to give other players more to do, because I don't like it when people say that Magic is boring or metas are bad or things are stale. When I am fix-it guy. When people complain, I try to fix. And I know I can't fix everything, and I know I can't help everybody, but if 1 or 2 people watch my channel and they see a cool deck and they play that instead of mono red and they're like, okay, Magic's pretty fun, then I'm a happy guy. My rank doesn't change that. All right, Let's dive in. Let this nonsense begin. I suppose we have the Oathsworn Knight into the Hydra's growth into the Henge on the play. I don't see how that could be bad. Probably play this for 2, but it depends. If our opponent plays nothing, I don't know. Do we want to growth this right away? It goes straight to 6, which plays Henge the next turn instead of the Oathsworn Knight. And they did play a dual land, so protection from multicolor could matter. Let's go for it. This way, if the opponent kills the Oathsworn Knight, we still have a target for the growth the next turn, if we decide that's where it's at. With 2 turntables and a microphone. Alright. We could growth and attack. Just saying. Maybe that's better than Oathsworn Knight here. They're playing white, so they have exile removal, so that gets rid of both of these cards pretty efficiently, so size doesn't matter too much. So I guess because of that, we just want to be speed and hope that they don't draw their exile removal and that we get to deal a ton of damage to them before they find it, and that we can get our Henge down. Are you ready for the Banishing Light? Scryland, okay. They're hovering. I don't like this. Oh, they're ramping. Okay. It's on. It's real. It's real, everybody. The party is real. We couldn't play the Oathsworn Knight because we didn't have double black, in case anybody was wondering. But the Henge is here. When the Serpent is lit, we are very legit. It's not quite the same, but you know what I mean. Some of you big-time fans know what I mean. The Tessin Champion. That red border means that Setessan Champion can't be countered, which is an effect of the Destiny Spinner. They have an Agonizing Remorse, so they need removal now or never. And they can't hit the Serpent with an Elspeth Conqueror's Death. They can hit the Hydra's growth with it, though. But how are they going to beat this? This is going to a 12-12, and they don't want to figure out how to beat this. Okay, awkward hand going first, since our Hydras are going to be babies, but we do have Nissa. Alright. Hopefully we just hit Paradise Druid off this scry. Do I keep land? Yeah, I keep land. We just want to curve out. Just want to play something most turns if we need to. Temple. Alright, scry to the top. So since our opponent didn't play anything, and we're not under any pressure, let's just wait and try to make bigger Serpents and bigger Voracious Hydras. Another green-white deck. I think that the matchmaker sees that I've got auras in my deck and says, you want to play against auras. It's a good draw. Good curve fill right there. So let's see if the opponent can make this Druid big enough to eat this Oathsworn Knight. Season of Growth. And a Goose Goose. Okay. I'm going to destroy that loose goose. They scry bottom. That Paradise Druid is late. Very late. Take 4. Do I eat the goose? Do I play the druid? The druid ensures a Nissa, and then my Hydras can be bigger in the future. Do I care that much about this goose? It does feel like the goose is going to receive some auras, and if the auras go on the Paradise Druid and they have to tap it, that's good for us, but if we miss on the next land, we don't get to Nissa. How much Season of Growth do we get to see? 4 cards in hand. I'm sure a few of them target things. There you go. All that glitters. Even counts food. Checking out Oathsworn Knight saying, I can use my Gilded Goose to make a food, then I can block the Oathsworn Knight. It will be epic. Alright. Meet Nissa, who shakes the planet. What just happened? What just happened? I would like to report a crime. I got swerved. I got absolutely swerved. Wait, where's the Nissa? The Nissa's supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be winning now. Why isn't... Who is this elite gamer and why are they my god? Sentinel's Eyes. Make the Paradise Druid untouchable. You know, I could play some cards. I guess they're at 8, aren't they? They have the food to sacrifice. They have the hexproof thingy I can't really touch. I guess I can make a giant Voracious. I can make a few giant Voraciouses. Voraci? Bad plurals is just one of my features. Dubs. I feel like I should have played this a long time ago. Yep, they can make a food. Makes this thing bigger and bigger. 9-8 versus 8-9. They can use it again. Yep, that is game. Respect. Attacking with the O2. Much respect. Much respect. Yeah. Good stuff. A Paradise Druid. Feels like we've been missing it. Been missing it on turn 2. So let's see what you can do. Black. So as long as they have black in the deck, they can have targeted removal. And that is really bad for the Hydra's growth. But if they're playing Aristocrats, we really want some trample on this thing. Okay, Knights? What are they? What are they, everybody? Like, if I make a big Stonecoil Serpent, are they going to hit that with a Murderous Rider? Probably. Smooth play, CGB. Well done. Well done with the tap land. Alright, let's play you. We must recover somehow. Must recover from our blunder. Okay, they have a Bone Crusher for the Paradise Druid. We blew it, man. We do not have a Hexproof no more. That's a good draw, though. That's a good draw. And now the Shadow Spear to back it up. That can do a lot. That can do a lot. So the Oathsworn Knight, if you haven't played with it much, when it has to attack each turn, if damage would be dealt to the Oathsworn Knight while it has a counter on it, you prevent the damage and remove a counter. Oh man. We were doomed in this one. They're running all the adventure removal. I'm gonna miss that Paradise Druid. I can tell I am in a lot of trouble for that. Now we're just hoping that they're out of stuff. If they're out of stuff, they die. Like next turn. Or close to it. Man, that miss. Oh, don't play a tap land when you don't have to. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. You need a creature. Need some kind of creature. I mean, it's only got like a 1/1, but my opponent's at 8. Okay, we'll play this next turn for a nice large amount. But they have a million cards in hand. Blast Zone. Alright. Yep, play the lifelinker. So that key turn where we had to try to draw another creature, we didn't do it. This is it. If they have another removal spell, we lose this game. If we're going to lose it anyway, let's pay 4. And then growth this, so it goes up to 10 next turn. This pushes it to 11. And the opponent has to be chump blocking. Well, Jund with an Innkeeper. Not what I expected, but they fell to 6. How are they going to... Alright, they're playing to block with a lot of lifelink. Sure. Oh, you're here to taunt me. Editor, please remove the sneeze. Let's not let anybody think I could be unwell in these troubled times. Thank you, editor. Okay. Suit up. Make sure I actually did unmute. Looks like I did. Here comes a lot of damage. This squad is jumping in front. They stay alive. These go to the bottom. We'll play the Paradise Druid. Pass the turn. And cross your fingers. Stone Coil can't be blast zoned itself. The Shadow Spear, though, can be blown up. But the opponent keeps playing Innkeepers, so I don't know if they see that line. And I guess this has Trample anyway. Uh-huh. Yep. Are we gonna sneak this out? We don't deserve this win. That play early with the Lochthwain instead of the Swamp was so bad. I do not deserve this. But people don't always exactly get what they deserve, do they? It's not how it works. Chaos is fair. Yep. Message sent, message delivered. Good job. 21-21. Can we draw something spicy for the extra rubs? Good game. Ugh. Beautiful. Uh-oh. The lifelink cats don't care about the size of my creatures. They just exile all over everything. Okay, well, it looks like the hand didn't work out. And they've got a Blossoming Sands. Well, they don't have a... I didn't work out, I just mean they don't have a perfect curve. Here's a Druid. Karametra's Blessing. We're probably playing another Aura deck. The matchmaker just really only wants us to play Aura decks. They're not interested in anything else. And no attacks. Interesting. Do I get Hydra's Growth down and just try to draw through this? I guess we need something hexproof, but the biggest problem with the Hydra's Growth here is they just target the Hydra's Growth if they want to. Let's play the Oathsworn Knight. Maybe it will trade for a couple of their things at some point. Maybe they'll feel like they have to block it. I don't know. This might be the case if we need to make a giant Voracious Hydra and then Hydra's Growth it, and that has to be our win con. You monster. How dare you have the first Hydra's growth? Alright, let's send in the Oathsworn Knight. See how the opponent plays it. Chumping. Okay. So now we can Voracious Hydra. And we can crank some mana out of the castle. And we can fight. So we took out their Hydra's growth while creating a large trample body to put our Hydra's growth upon. But the opponent's having none of it. They're going to use Banishing Light. And they're attacking with the Spinner. Ooh. Ooh. So I think here our opponent has shown us Banishing Light. If we move in on a Hydra's growth, it makes their removal spell a lot better. If we play the tempo game with Nissa, who shakes the world, we get further and further ahead. So I think that's the plan. And then we can also play another Paradise Druid as well. Shake 'em, Nissa. I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. Ooh. Banished. Was it the singing? Why hath thou banished me? Oh man. Starting to get a lot of lands here. Alright. The time has come. Let's get him. End this game. The Destiny Spinner gets to eat a Druid, but we don't have a lot of uses for them. And we'll see if the opponent has a third Banishing Light type effect. I'm willing to call that bluff. And also just keep their mana busy if they do have it. They have the Endless Web. Arasa. This is whenever I cast an instant or sorcery. Nissa just wants to shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Uh-oh.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
While you were getting down with the spiders and the humans and the druids and the enchantments of the world, you could have been getting down with this sick beast. Destiny's Spinner. Still coming. I mean, you need something strong. You must be strong. For Nissa is bringing pain. So much pain. I can't wait to try Vivian, the new Vivian in this spot, the one that's on these sleeves. But, I mean, we all know that Nissa's pretty epic with X cards, like Voracious Hydra, Stonecoil Serpent. Opponents just checking out their board. They're wondering where they went wrong. They're wondering why the epic vegan Tay-Tay is smacking them so viciously. All that glitters. It's only an 8/10, no biggie. Mine's bigger, just saying. And that's game. Sure, I guess. Got a Stonecoil that we can put this on. Maybe that's what happens. Stonecoil hasn't been good yet because we haven't played against Teferi. that's pretty much it. Or Rakdos. Or the regular Rakdos. We played against a lot of Knights. We play against a lot of Auras. Here it is. Sir Hiss. This card is about to get a little boost from the mutate mechanic. Lock that in right away. Mutating onto this is a lot of abilities, and the +1/+1 counters stack, whereas most of the time the power and toughness of a mutator does not. We'll just put them to the test immediately. Immediately put them to the test. See if they have the answer to the Stonecoil Serpent. Nice one. I guess that takes out the Hydra's growth. Gamer. Alright, so we can't fight kill that because we don't have enough mana. We can play you, and we can play you, and we can play this, and attacking here doesn't really matter because of the 0-4. Got blown up by Deputy of Detention on my Hydra's growth. Boo. Not cool. Okay, our opponent's up to something. Thaumaturg. Alright, I don't know what's about to happen. We're gonna like it though. Guaranteed. Alright, let's fight the Deputy of Detention. Get the Hydra's growth back. We'll put it right there. Get in there. So this has Constellation. When an enchantment enters the battlefield, you may turn the protein bar into a target creature, but it keeps the ability. So it can become any creature, but you don't want to turn it into, like, say, a serpent, because it becomes a 0/0. So I guess you turn these into Paradise Druids. Pretty good. You get some mana. You get some hexproof. Still gonna have to solve a serpent-sized problem. That's doubling its power and toughness every turn. No! What the hell? I have only played against these type of effects today. Wrecked. Wrecked. Alright, I'm going to have to punish you with max stone coilage. You know, so the next Banishing Light is even better. That's what we're really doing here. Hello. Well, shock for 2, Archon. Seems broke. If you've got an enchantment to play with that, okay. That's probably game. Probably game. We'll let them have their nonsense for a turn. You get one turn to show me what your deck can do. Oh my god, they're all Archons here. They give me back the Serpent because it's a 0/0, so it heads straight to the graveyard. You get a 4th Archon. Is that good? Is that good, chat? Alright. I guess we'll draw. And then resign in disgrace. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I equip here, it can kill 2 of the Archons. Yeah, I guess that's the play. Hype. Alright. Down to 3, up to 1 million. I mean, it's not gonna be enough. So good riddance, but well done. Bravo. Okay. Leveling with you all. This deck is not good enough for ranked, but I'm at the bottom of Diamond with nothing to lose, and the matchmaker keeps pairing me up against the same, like, every deck I get paired against has Banishing Light, so none of my cards matter. Like, everything always gets taken, whether it's Hydra's Growth or whatever, so. Let's go play some ranked, where the mono-red mages can try to figure out how to solve a Hydra's Growth Oathsworn Knight, because that's actually a problem for them. This first opponent, though, is just like, yeah, 4 Banishing Light. I'm just calling it rigged. Just calling it rigged, because Banishing Light is not a card I would touch in the current meta. Not even close. Elspeth Conquers Death. You heard of it? Anyway, we're on the draw, so we'd lose, but we're gonna try. We'll see what happens. Yep. Good game. Would you like to play it for 0? You can. Pretty epic. Pretty big gamer moment. All right, let's play the Hexproof card. More of them. Fun. All right. Well, I guess I'm trading off with the first one. Can't take all that damage. Gotta kill something. Okay, an untapped land is nice. We can play this on 3 without shocking. And now we've got a blocker. Protection from multicolor. So good against mono red, you have no idea. Fortunately, size is a secret weapon against them on its own. You have shock. Well, do you think they have a light up the stage? If you have a light up the stage, maybe we make this block anyway? I guess. It sucks, but hey, that's life. Do we want the 4/4 or do we want the 2/3 that fights the robber? Let's fight the robber. No free Stonecoil Serpents for them. Where's your rogues now? They did. And now there's no attack because they know I'll block. I talked them out of bluffing for the rest of the game. So we're at 10. Do we want to go to 8 to shake the world and start their clock? Or do we want to play a tap land and play like a 4/4 Stonecoil or a 2/3 Hydra? They don't have that much burn anymore. It's all about Embercleave now. I'm going to play it loose and risky. Like a true G. Not a coward stream. Yes! No third land. I don't feel bad. The number of times they curve perfectly on me, I do not feel bad. Back for the fireside chat at the end. I feel weird. I feel weird. I feel like I did something wrong. Like my day is incomplete. Like there's something missing from my day. And I think it's because this deck is both not competitive. I wouldn't play it in competitive setting, although it's pretty good against red. I think it loses to every other deck that's decent. But more importantly, friends, this deck is not evil. Not even a little. It's very fair. It's very fun. It's like, I mean, the closest thing we do to being evil is we play Agonizing Remorse and we take something from the opponent. Some people are like, ah, my spell, evil. Or we play Nissa, who shakes the world, and we make some 3/3s and we make our Hydras bigger, and they're like, yeah, evil. Maybe a mono red deck would consider Oathsworn Knight or the size of a Hydra or the Great Henge evil, but really it's not. Like, this is a very fair deck, and it has a very fair win con, which is just make a giant creature with Hydra's growth and smash you. And that's fine if you enjoy this kind of big creature magic, and there's a lot more coming from Ikoria, but I guarantee there's also some busted stuff in Ikoria. There is some pretty wacky synergy stuff that is very evil coming in Ikoria. Don't worry about that. But this feels like the fairest deck I've played in a while. So if you're looking for fun, if you have a play circle, if you got some friends, or you're a very empathetic arena player, I think this is a perfectly solid deck to play. And if you are trying to be competitive or want to torture your opponents a little bit, if you're a little bit evil, like CGB can be, then this deck is just not quite your speed. But definitely worth a look, worth some fun, and worth keeping an eye on a card like Hydra's Growth that's just going to lurk in the format, and we'll continue to try to see cool, interesting combos from this card for the next year or so. So, Again, check out the Twitch stream, especially next week. Wednesday will be the early release event sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. Early Access Ikoria. You get your first look at the Ikoria cards on Twitch. So link is in the description. And thanks to everybody who's been coming over lately. So many people stopping by the stream, the Deck Doctor streams, and the brewing streams to learn more about making decks and refining decks. I'm really glad those have been successful. Glad you're liking it. And they will continue. But next week is all about them new cards. And remember, check out the CGB Gaming channel for the crafting guide if you're looking for that. It should be out well before the set is released. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.